My career prospects before landing here at Brufit Paxman were not very good. I'd spent most of my adult life working in warehouses. I've worked for some employers where they didn't really care about their employees. Here at Paxman, they take a completely different approach to things you can accomplish. I'm Andrew John. I'm the Paxman at Home specialist here at Paxman Scout Cooling UK. So it's my responsibility to install equipment into people's homes in conjunction with chemotherapy. I install it safely, and then when the patient has finished treatment, I will go back and collect the equipment and uninstall it. Within that company, there is a division called the Paxman at Home division, which I head up, managed by Claire Paxman herself. I did start out in production, so I do know the systems inside out, and I've kind of just worked my way up into this division because I found a passion for helping people. It's a very diverse role. There's the maintenance side of the 66 Scout coolers I'm currently responsible for, but then there's the delivery side, the aspect where I actually get to go face to face with the person who is suffering from cancer and explain the treatment, offer support, and just get them geared up, because obviously this can be a daunting process. Just having cancer is enough, but adding Scout cooling into the equation makes the person a lot more apprehensive. So when I go out to interact with people, first and foremost is safety. With this being a medical device, the regulatory standards are very, very high. It's always a good idea to make sure the equipment we're installing is safely installed and that the patient knows how to use it, how to disconnect in an emergency, just to get them up to speed basically, because we're leaving this system unattended in their house, so safety is the #1 priority. After school, I actually wanted to be a police officer. I just thought the job looked exciting, and I think it was more of the uniform that fascinated me at that age than anything else. But unfortunately, I got into trouble in my teen years, and that put an end to my potential to be a police officer. At 18, I ended up addicted to drugs, which kind of destroyed my enthusiasm and my life, and I lost everything until all I was left with was the clothes on my back. And at 24, I decided that I'd had enough, and I changed my perspective. I changed myself with the help of relief counsellors and things like that. And I slowly started to rebuild my life from that point. And I've just kind of been climbing the ladder ever since then. It's been a slow climb, and the progress sometimes almost seemed non-existent. But when I landed here 10 years ago, everything's got better. My passion, my enthusiasm, my confidence, my self-esteem. It's just a very positive environment, and you add the element of what we do here into the mix. It's overwhelming sometimes, the difference we make. So I managed to get my foot in the door by approaching one of the members of staff and just asking them if they had any work to do. He let me do some sub-assembly work. I got asked to do a collection. It was completely off the cuff, and I was out of my comfort zone because I was just used to being a technician. So me, eager to please, I just said, yes, of course, no problem. She gave me the keys to the van, all the information, and I made my way down to the person's house. And I sat down on the couch, and we must have chatted away for about half an hour. That obviously resonated very well with this person, because when I left her house, before I'd even got back to the company, there were rumours around that this particular person had wrote a very heartwarming email about me, and it was the first of its kind for that division. So when Claire Paxman got hold of this, she was just like, wow, you should be very mindful and not always chase the money, because yes, the money might be great, you might be taking home a big fat salary, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to be happy in what you're doing. I think if you try to stand on the shoulders of other people in order to be successful, I think eventually that will come back around on you. Whereas if you help people when they need it, it's all part of life, not just professional life, but life in general. Like most teenagers, they were probably just like me, thought my teachers were a pain in the backside when actually all they were trying to do was help me. And I couldn't see that then. I was so blind to what they were trying to accomplish. And it ended up costing me in the end. And I don't want the same to happen to anybody else. Just listen, learn, progress, and always be passionate about what you do.